guys, and welcome back to Mika Reacts and Reviews, where we react and review to things on the internet. And today we are going to react to our boy Mesus, and the title of the video is called Hollywood. He released it a couple of days ago and it has almost 30,000 views. Probably deserve more. He's extremely underrated, of course. Hopefully his time will come when he blows up. He has had a few songs go viral, but I still think a lot of people are sleeping on Mesus, and we need to all change that. And it has almost 4,000 likes, so we are going to get right into it.
And I just think that the whole idea of celebrity and fame has become really convoluted and, you know, kind of bastardized. Like, whereas fame used to be the byproduct of success, and now it's the ultimate goal.
Fuck Hollywood, fuck Hollywood. You say sell your souls, I probably should. It's like being all bad, maybe like be all good. It's like all these actors in Hollywood. So fuck Hollywood, fuck Hollywood. They say sell your soul.
Alright, so fuck Hollywood, selling your soul, the ultimate goal is to be famous. And that's very, very true. Like, way back in the early 90s, late 80s and stuff like that, like, celebrities were not treated the way they are today. Like, celebrities are not treated like gods or the ultimate sayer of truth or whatever. But before, being an actress or a singer or whatever, actor, it was a serious position, and you took your craft very seriously. So even on like the red carpet, it wasn't all this glamour and all these ball gowns. It was like, I'm a serious actor, and so they dressed sort of humbled or dressed down almost. But now it's all this like whirlwind, and it's like Hollywood is just this giant circus all the fucking time. And now you see young people, like, their goal isn't to be talented, their goal isn't to be an artist, their goal is just to be famous and just to get the bag or get their coin. And you see, like, especially younger millennials or zoomers who will say, I just want to be famous, like, I just want to be a TikTok star, or I just want to be an Instagram star, or I just want to be YouTube famous, and that's it. And they will do absolutely anything to be famous. Like the guy who had his girlfriend shoot him in the chest because he had a Bible up in front of him and died. He did that just because he wanted to go viral. Or the Gorilla Glue hair girl, if anybody doesn't know about that story, it turned out she was a freaking scammer, and she just wanted to get money and be famous. Like, a lot of these people will do anything. They'll build their bodies up and put silicone in their bodies and blow up their asses and blow up their tits and everything just to get validation. And if you think about it, the young generation, especially the Zoomers, they grew up in a reality where being validated is a part of their everyday life. They were born into social media. I mean, I honestly feel bad for them because I feel like they're gonna have a lot of issues as they get older. And mental health has been on the rise, especially in the younger community or the younger generation. And social media has been linked to that. So it's no wonder why fame is like their ultimate goal, because they grew up in a society where validation is a part of their everyday life. It's everything to them. Speaking of selling your soul, again, Lil Nas, like, yeah, they will do anything. They will sign any contract. They will sell their mothers up a river if it means they can be famous. And I understand when you're young, that, especially even when you're old, that's so tempting. But it can fucking ruin your life, because when people literally lower themselves down so low just to get famous and just to get validation, a lot of times that fame is fleeting, and when they come out of that haze and realize what they had to do and what they did just to get that, they become so messed up. That's why so many of these kids and celebrities are fucking addicts. They're drug addicts, they're pill poppers, they're alcoholics, because they have to numb themselves for all the shit they had to put themselves through just to get to the point they are now. And again, it's usually really fleeting. If you're not actually a talented person, you can't elongate that fame. If you're not smart enough, if you don't have the right team, you can't keep evolving like a Beyonce or something like that if you don't have the talent and the team to back you up. If it really is you got famous from just being looking good, or just being something stupid, or just being shocking, that's always going to be a fleeting form of fame. Okay, I've been talking way too long. Let's get back into it.
Sell your soul, shit, I probably should. Cause life been all bad, maybe life be all good. It's like all these actors in Hollywood. Fuck Hollywood, let me do my thing. I don't need no lights, camera, action, or fame. I said hop in the rain, she said checks. So fuck Hollywood, they say shoot for the stars, but they.
I like the part when he said that they're all possessed, and I do think the fame is intoxicating, and I do think it can almost possess you in a way where you're not even thinking straight. You're just so single-minded, and you need that, and it's kind of like a drug. That's why, again, a lot of young actors, especially child celebrities, they get so messed up because they had this whirlwind of fame. They had everything at their fingertips, and it just slowly slips away, and they spend their whole life chasing that fame high again, and they can't get it like the way it used to be. And so like they usually just get all fucked up in the head and usually become addicts, and it's really, really sad. I also like when he says shooting stars that tell the truth. Like, even if you look at people that you don't even think as stars, like Dr. King and Malcolm X and people in the past that were leaders that really had something to say, that usually die. And then of course other people might bring up like Biggie or like Tupac or something like that. Even if you don't want to say like shoot as in literal, like kill, like a lot of celebrities or a lot of people who have something smart to say that goes against the grain or goes against the narrative, they try to get canceled. They try to get their livelihood or their platform or their fame taken away from them and sort of like metaphorically killed off, you know. So yeah, it's really sad if you don't go along with the narrative, or if you don't just speak bullshit or just go along with dumbing people down, then they try to push you out of Hollywood itself. People like Denzel Washington, when you see like, yeah, he still does movies, but he's not like A-list like he used to be. Like, he's A-list to me, but he's not like he used to be, and I really think it's because he doesn't march to the beat of the drum that Hollywood wants him to. There's been tons of interviews that he's done where he's gone against the narrative. There's been tons of times when he's been on the red carpet where they try to sort of get him to say something, and he just looks at them like, no, I'm not gonna dance this dance with you. But again, most people, they want the fame so bad that they will say whatever it needs to be said to keep that fame. All right, let's continue.
They say shoot for the stars, but they shooting stars who talk truth in they bars. They ride till they die down Sunset Boulevard. Sky is the limit, surrounded by stars. Fuck Hollywood, fuck Hollywood. You say sell your souls, I probably should. Life been all bad, maybe life be all good. It's like all these actors in Hollywood. So fuck Hollywood, fuck Hollywood. They say sell your soul, shit I probably should. Cause life been all bad, maybe life be all good. It's like all these actors in Hollywood. Fuck Hollywood. All the smoke and the mist, man. You two-faced as fucking, I see both clear, yeah. And I'm so sincere, all the sin I seen here. You say that's Hollywood, I say that's hella weird. So fuck Hollywood, you ain't scripting my life. I was raised by the hood, that means I won't.
I like the fact that he said like, you're not gonna write my script, because again, it's this whole thing, if you're not gonna go with the narrative of the liberal society or Hollywood elite society or coastal elites, then you can't be famous. I worked in the industry. I was an actress. No, I wasn't in anything super big, but I have acted, and maybe I will try to do so again, mostly in independent stuff. But I've seen some weird crap in Hollywood. I went to the Hollywood parties and stuff like that, and I have stories. I've met celebrities, I know of celebrities, I've met siblings of celebrities, I've met like assistants of celebrities, and you just hear the weirdest ass bullshit. I've seen some really weird stuff. Like, I'm telling you, people will sell their souls, they will sell their bodies over and over again if it just means they can be famous. It's not about acting, it's not about the art, it's not about talent, it's I just want to be famous, because it's so intoxicating. Like, that's why I even shrugged at the whole Me Too thing, because if you really think the Me Too made some sort of dent in Hollywood when it comes to trading sex for movie roles, trading sex for auditions, you are extremely naive. That was all performative. Yes, they got rid of some bad guys. They cut off one head and another one grew in his place. Hollywood is infested with people like that. Hollywood, the environment is that in itself. I'm not saying that to be a working in paid actress or actor that you have to do those things. You don't. You can be a run-of-the-mill paid actor. There's so many people in LA that make good money and a good living just being acting. You don't know who they are. They're not famous. You wouldn't know their face if you saw them, but they act on a regular basis. But if you want to be famous, you have to do weird ass shit. And the thing is, there's tons of young people, or young, maybe just men and women, who are happy and willing to have sex with a whole football team if it means they can get a movie role. And that's why this casting couch and sex for a trade is never going to go away, because people are happy and willing to do so and don't want that to go away because they don't have the talent to get the auditions themselves, or they don't have the money to get the headshots that they want, or whatever. So this is sort of a shortcut way for them to get their foot in the door by trading their bodies and trading sex to do so. I've seen it so many times, like an unspoken sort of thing that everyone knows is going on. I've seen it with my own eyes. I was never involved in it myself, but I've been at parties where you just see it literally going on in the open in front of everyone. Like, you're just out in the pool drinking your drink and shit's going on, and it's girls doing anything with producers, because not a lot of them are actual producers, they just say they're producers. Producers and directors are people who can give them auditions, and they're willing and happy to do it. Like, it's just it's a fucked up place. It really is. Again, you don't have to be involved in that if you just want to be a working actor, but if you want to be famous, and people will, someone you think is your best friend, or someone who thinks you're a friend, will push you down the stairs and break your body if it means they can get an audition. It's just a fucked up environment, and that's why I like roll my eyes when these celebrities try to tell everybody what to do. Like, you lived in a fucked up environment. This whole, like, again, Me Too. There's just two people who applauded and gave Roman Polanski a standing ovation and defended him, but now they're part of the Me Too movement. Yes, because usually they're old and they're actresses who don't get roles anymore and they want attention. Whoopi Goldberg and Meryl Streep. It's all performative. They're acting. They're just acting. That's why it's like annoying when actresses like try to be activists and tell the little guy what to do, and you live in this really weird gilded cage. Like, shut the fuck up. Anyway, let's continue. I'm talking too much. All right.
I see that showbiz look nice till they show you the prize, cost your soul and your life. So fuck Hollywood, San Fernando possessed, but I'm good walking through the valley of the shadow up there. Keep that good book real close, cause this place filled with ghosts. Now I don't mean writers think I'm lying if you want. So fuck Hollywood and fuck it for good. Whole place full of crooked ass snakes with good looks. So take one last look at that Hollywood sign and bid it farewell. Yeah, I'll be just fine. Fuck Hollywood, fuck Hollywood. They say sell your souls, I probably should. Life been all bad, maybe life be all good. It's like all these actors in Hollywood. So fuck Hollywood, fuck Hollywood. They say sell your soul, shit I probably should. Cause life been all bad, maybe life be all good. It's like all these actors in Hollywood. Fuck Hollywood.
If your ultimate goal is to be famous, then you're gonna do a lot to get there. Like, sign your name in blood in a contract with the devil. Like, you're gonna end up on a one-way street and it's going nowhere. Like, that's just the truth. I've seen so many people like forsake their moral code and their value system just for a little bit of fame, and it's not worth it at the end of the day. It's really
Yep. All freaking true. Alright, I don't know who that was talking at the end, but she was speaking straight facts. This is why so many actresses and actors are so drugged up and hyped up on pills and alcoholics, because they are trying to forget all the shit and all the gunk they had to crawl through to get to where they are. Because again, a lot of them have to do fucked up shit to get where they are, stab friends in the back, like turn a blind eye to fucking pedophilia and shit that's going on in Hollywood. Like, it is a fucked up place, and that's why I can't stand the fact that a lot of these fucking coastal leads and A-list actresses go around trying to tell people how to live morally, because a lot of them don't have morals themselves or have gone against their own morals. Again, I am not trying to stop anybody who wants to be an actress. If you really want to do it as an art form and as a talent, you can do that with staying away from all that shit. Like, just stay away from it, because it will suck you in and spit you out. I've seen so many people get so ran through by LA and end up going home within a year, broken body and soul and all. It is a gross place, and it sucks that that is kind of like the epic where people need to go to be actresses or influencers, because it's not a great place to be. Anyway, I love this song. I think he was speaking really truth, and I think he was bringing attention to something that people have talked about through years. There have been actors and comedians who've spoke about it through years, but it just kind of, for some reason, as a society as a whole, we still worship celebrities as if they're gods or the arbiter of truth. You know what I mean? Anyway, that's all I have to say. Like this video, subscribe, hit the bell to get the notifications when I do upload. All of that helps with the algorithm, guys. Help me grow, helps me bring you more entertainment. Comment in the comment section below, what do you think of this song? If you have any experiences with Hollywood, do you want to be an actor yourself? And if you do, how do you think you're gonna combat all this weird shit that's gonna come your way? I also have a second travel vlog channel. If you want to know where I am in the world, you can go in the description box below, hit the link, go subscribe to my channel, and follow me on Instagram. My stories are usually what's up to date, and you have an amazing day.